sports bar more fun than a restaurant.
ESPN Arkansas weather.
Our weather overnight calls for scattered showers and thunderstorms and our low in the mid-60s with low pressure over the Gulf Coast. More showers and thunderstorms are likely through the day tomorrow, and our afternoon high should be around 80. Rain continues into Tuesday. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your forecast on ESPN Arkansas.
Join us at Walk-Ons Fort Smith for every Omaha's game in the regional and super regionals. 4306 Phoenix Avenue in Fort Smith. This is Arkansas Game Day live from Walk-Ons Fort Smith. Better than a sports bar, more than a restaurant.
They are the champions of the SEC. And the fact of the matter is this team just does not know how to lose.
Arkansas Game Day is also brought to you by Harry Robinson Buick GMC, where you always get more for your trade. And by Shelter Insurance agent Chris Dooley, proudly serving Fort Smith, Arkansas, and surrounding areas.
They're coming from Fayetteville. They're coming from Little Rock, from Fort Smith, from Pine Bluff, from all four corners of the natural state.
Call or text the program at 877-377-6963. Now, here's Ty Richardson.
Let's start off the program with some big news tonight as Brady Slavens is suiting up. That's directly from the desk of Dave Van Horn. Hello, welcome into Arkansas Game Day. I'm Ty Richardson alongside Mason Cho. We are live from Walk-Ons Fort Smith, 4306 Phoenix Avenue here. It is going to be a fantastic night for some Razorback baseball with an opportunity, if they win, to advance to the Super Regional and take on either Louisiana Tech or NC State. Last time I checked, NC State was falling to the Bulldogs, but they do have that advantage where the Bulldogs would have to beat them tomorrow night in order to move on. But like I said, Brady Slavens suiting up at first base tonight for the Arkansas Razorbacks. Lyle Lockhart will be your pitcher tonight. You only used two pitchers yesterday. That would be Mr. Patrick Wicklander, who had himself a stellar performance, followed up by Kevin Copps. And there's no need to even follow up a statement followed by Kevin Copps because he just does the same thing game in, game out. But significant news because you were wondering if Brady Slavens, with that gruesome ankle injury that he suffered in Hoover, would be available to go tonight. But that's really the biggest news concerning Razorback baseball. Now, New Jersey Institute of Technology fell today to Nebraska, but while they were in Fayetteville, they really enjoyed their time. Their baseball coach talked several times, not just the atmosphere inside of Baum-Walker Stadium, the welcoming reception that they got on Dixon Street, several other places where they felt accommodated and felt like at home. So props to you, all the Arkansas baseball fans, whether on social media, inside of Baum-Walker Stadium, various places that you gave them a huge round of applause. And it was fun to have the New Jersey Institute of Technology there. And that's just the type of atmosphere and the type of just something you can expect for this Razorback baseball fans is not only the intensity when they're going up against a fierce opponent, which you'd love to be able to defeat Nebraska and move on tonight, but also just kind of that soft side that you saw this weekend when it came to the New Jersey Institute of Technology. Our phone number here on Arkansas Game Day is 877-377-6963. You can also comment via Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch if you want to hop in here tonight. Bradley is already commenting on our YouTube live stream that Slavens at first is going to be big for this lineup, and he feels like that they're really going to rake offensively tonight. Yeah, don't be surprised. A tidbit that I was shared with right before the program, Mace, that I'll let you touch on. The guy that's suiting up for Nebraska tonight only has 3 starts and is coming off, unfortunately, Tommy John surgery. So this should be a huge opportunity for the Razorback Bats tonight.
Yeah, Kyle Perry, left-hand pitcher. He's a junior out of Omaha, Nebraska. He's a very small sample size when it comes to this guy. He's only got 6 innings pitched on the year. Last outing was on May 29th against Michigan. He goes 3 innings, gives up no hits, no runs. So it's a small sample size, but he does not give up a lot of hits in the small sample size. His freshman year, I think he pitched 29 innings. He gave up gave up 29 hits in 26 innings pitched. So it's a guy who could go out there and do really well, but also he has not pitched for long periods of time in a long time. So it'll be interesting to see how it goes for Nebraska.
I want to remind everyone, I know that a lot of you will be listening here, ESPN Arkansas, hitthatline.com, but we're also going to have the game on ESPNU tonight. That was made available, and the information was told earlier today. So I wanted to update all of our Arkansas Game Day listeners about that information. And this is a big-time opportunity for Arkansas tonight. They can get out early, which I think a lot of these fans and players, and particularly myself, who's going to be up till about 1 a.m. tonight and having to wake up at 4:15, would love to see Arkansas close it out tonight. That way they can get ready for the Super Regional this upcoming weekend. And I don't expect any other way for it to go down tonight. I expect Arkansas to take care of business because that's what they've done all season long. Now, I don't think Nebraska is just going to lie down willingly. Their offense really was feeling it today, so don't be surprised if they get some hits based on what you saw earlier today. But there's a lot of difference between the Razorbacks pitching and the New Jersey Institute of Technology. Guys, can y'all help me out? What's their mascot again? I keep forgetting. The Highlanders. Thank you, SmackDown. The Highlanders. I know we've said that once or twice, but that's something you got to look forward to. Here's something else. Mace, I don't know what your work schedules look like. I'd be lying if I said I've watched a lot of baseball today. Currently, Ole Miss is tied with Southern Miss right now in their regional. And then actually LSU is up on Gonzaga 9-4 in the regional elimination game there. So a few surprises. I know Florida was knocked out. My buddy Ben Murphy, who does television he did it in Jacksonville, now I think it does it in Tampa, had a really good monologue on TV about how he felt like the fans and the team sleepwalked this season for the Florida Gators, and there has been anything but sleepwalking for the Arkansas baseball team tonight. And to me, they're seizing this opportunity. I think they were a little lackadaisical heading into the first game, and then they turned it on, and there didn't seem to be any of that this past game, especially from Patrick Whitlander, who we brought it up last night. Howard, his father, was listening to the program late into the night last night. Now, it wasn't as late for him because he's out in Cali time, so when we were doing the show about 12:30, it was only 10:30 his time. But just the confidence that he's starting to have, and he's had it, but you think about what he went through in his offseason with the diabetes and him losing all that weight. A really good piece from I think it was Clay Henry that wrote it in Whole Hog Sports, and has really solidified himself as the number one Friday night / Thursday night pitcher. It's not going to be really Thursday night the rest of the way because the Super Regional will either start on Friday or Saturday, assuming the Arkansas Razorbacks win tonight. But you really loved what you saw. You also love seeing Eric Musselman out and about. I don't know about you, Mace, but I saw hundreds and hundreds of Eric Musselman pictures in Baum-Walker Stadium this week, and I know several Morning Rush listeners and several fans, and I'm assuming you had several classmates that made their way and got a picture with the Must Bus as well, Mace.
Yeah, I've done that in the past myself, and I had a couple friends text me and say, Eric Musselman said hi to me. I can now be happy for the rest of my life. So it's awesome to have a guy out there that is willing to talk to everybody because, not every coach is willing to do that and is not as opening as Eric Musselman is, but he's definitely a fan favorite. And it's just you kind of hit on it earlier, but that's just what Arkansas is. It's not just the fan base, but it's also the coaches that are just so warm and welcoming. And you've seen Eric Musselman commenting on the NJIT baseball team's Twitter and stuff all weekend, and it's just been really great to see him support other sports for Arkansas.
I got an interesting question that I want to ask our listeners at 877-377-6963. Also, always comment Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. There's been some questions surrounding the discourse and the courtesy in the hog pen, whether you should be allowed to stand, whether you should be sitting down the whole time. And I don't really know what the right answer is. I've just seen several people from both parties who say you should be sitting down unless there's 2 outs in the inning. You should be allowed to stand up whenever. I don't know what the correct answer is. But I just know there's been a lot of animosity between both parties on how that should be played out. And I've seen it's a lot different out there than it is in the chairback seats or whatever. Mace, what is the right answer? Help me out here, buddy, and our listeners. Help me out here as well. Should you be allowed to stand up in the hog pen because it's postseason play? Should you still have to sit down? What's the What's the correct answer here with my question?
Realistically, the hog pen, you kind of have to go into it expecting that, first of all, you're going to be around people who've been drinking. And second of all, it's somewhat standing room only. Yes, you bring your chairs, but you have to expect people to stand up out there. That's what it is. If you want to sit down in a chairback seat and enjoy watching baseball from your butt, then you gotta buy those. You gotta buy those tickets. So if you're not willing to pay for those tickets where you can sit down the whole game, then I think that kind of falls on your shoulders.
877-377-6963, the number that you can call or text in if you want to hop in on this conversation, because I know a lot of people have wanted to say that. Dustin commented, says, y'all need to live stream the game and give us commentary because you would be a lot better than announcers. Well, Dustin, I'll give you an insight on what a lot of people do. Go to hitthatline.com or whatever listening area you're in and turn up Phil Elson and Bubba Carpenter, because I promise you their expertise, along with their baseball commentary and hilarious ensembles that occasionally go from time to time that will ensue every once in a while. That is fantastic 3 hours of radio. My dad does not even like baseball, really, but he loves listening to Phil and Bubba because their chemistry is unmatched. And I think when you listen to them call an Arkansas baseball game, it's 3 hours of perfection. So that was what I would encourage you, Dustin, to do, is if you don't like the commentators that you have to listen to, you can do that. Again, hitthatline.com. Also, ESPN Arkansas, any of the affiliates that you're near. We're off and running on Arkansas Game Day live from Walk-On's Fort Smith, 4306 Phoenix Avenue here. I've gotten the chicken Alfredo. I've gotten the crawfish etouffee. I've gotten an incredible blackened chicken sandwich. I don't know what I'm going to get tonight, but I know it's going to be fantastic. Also want to appreciate our other sponsors who have been a part of this program. If Arkansas gets it done tonight or tomorrow night, we're doing this thing next weekend as well, and really appreciate Harry Robinson Buick GMC, where you always get more for your trade, and Shelter Insurance Agent Chris Dooley, taking care of all your insurance needs, whether it's home, life, whatever, car. He can help you. Fort Smith, Arkansas, and surrounding areas. Coming up, we got one more segment of Arkansas Game Day to get into live from Walk-On's Fort Smith.
You're listening to Arkansas Game Day live from Walk-On's Fort Smith. Arkansas Game Day is also brought to you by Harry Robinson Buick GMC and Shelter Insurance Agent Chris Dooley.
Harry Robinson Buick GMC wants to buy your vehicle, and they'll pay top dollar today. Pre-owned car values are at an all-time high, and your car is worth more today than it ever will be again. If you are driving a 2013 model or newer with 120,000 miles or less, bring it to Harry Robinson Buick GMC, and they will pay you more for your trade. Even if you don't want to buy a new car, they will still buy yours. Harry Robinson Buick GMC, exit 11 off of I-540 in Fort Smith.
Hurry up, dude. The game's about to start.
Nothing beats spending the day watching the game with your buddies.
Dude, I'm literally right here. Let's do this.
Which is why a Shelter Insurance renter's policy is key to your winning game plan. It protects things your landlord's policy doesn't.
Dude, where's your TV?
What? Oh, no way, dude.
Like that flat screen TV that just got stolen.
Call Chris Dooley for a free insurance review. 646-6792.
This is Arkansas Game Day.
Standard Materials Group has immediate openings for ready-mix drivers in the Northwest Arkansas area. If you have a CDL license without an automatic restriction and want to be home every night, want to work with a company that offers great pay, benefits, and a great team environment with growth opportunities, apply today at jobs.crh.com. Again, that's jobs.crh.com. Standard Materials Group is an equal opportunity employer.
At Detail Shine 99, located on Jenny Lind, right across from Ramsey Junior High, they do it all, inside and out. If you're busy, just drop off your vehicle and it will be returned to you with a shine. And if your schedule doesn't allow you to drop off, your vehicle will be picked up, detailed front to back, and brought back to you looking like the day you bought it. Detail Shine 99. Prices from $99 to $149 plus tax. Call today at 339-0099 or check them out online at detailshine99.com.
Hey, it's Ty Richardson for Shangri-La Resort. They're going on their 65th year, giving you some of the memories you treasure to this day. Take it from me, I grew up going there. The Carrs are going on their 3rd generation of taking care of you. Mama Carr makes the best pie in all of Arkansas, and they wake up at 3 in the morning just to start making them. Check them out online at ShangriLaResort.net and check out their Facebook and Instagram pages for some of the best scenery in the natural state. Shangri-La Resort, a touch of paradise and a boatload of fun.
The Martins came over, we were having spaghetti when we suddenly noticed that we started getting sweaty as the temperature approached 90 degrees. My buddy said, man, you gotta call AshleyAir.com. When your air conditioner breaks, they're the one you want. AshleyAir.com. They're fast and they're good and they got it going on. The technician showed up the very same day. Got it fixed right and fast, he was on his way. When your air conditioner breaks, you know who to call. There's only one choice, AshleyAir.com.
This Father's Day, give Dad that special gift from Jelco Outdoors. Rods and reels and a large selection of tackle for the fishermen. For the dad that loves to hunt, Jelco has it all, no matter the hunting season or game. For the working man, Jelco has been taking care of Dad since 1983 with their large selection of clothing and footwear. Jelco gift cards are always a hit. This Father's Day, shop local. Shop Jelco Outdoors, 4600 South Zero in Fort Smith. Happy Father's Day to all dads from Jelco Outdoors.
Did you know about 1 in 9 men will be diagnosed with prostate cancer during his lifetime? Unfortunately, all treatment options can have side effects, like erectile dysfunction, urinary leakage, and bowel complications. However, Space-Or Hydrogel can help minimize your risk of side effects when used with radiation therapy. To learn more about the risks and benefits of Space-Or, visit spaceoar.com. That's spaceoar.com. Spaceoar.com. Sponsored by Boston Scientific.
Wheels RV in Springdale wants you to seek out all the Natural State has to offer this year. Explore Arkansas in a new RV from Grand Design, Forest River, KZ, Heartland, Keystone, or Alliance. All the best brands at the best prices. Enjoy peace of mind with our lifetime warranty on every new RV and a mobile service shuttle to keep you camping. So come on in and discover why Wheels RV was voted the best RV dealership in Northwest Arkansas. 5 miles west of I-49, exit 72. Seek, explore, discover with Wheels RV.
Law's Drugstore in Fort Smith has COVID vaccinations available today for you and your family. Law's Drugstore has the Pfizer vaccine for ages 12 and up and the Johnson & Johnson vaccine for ages 18 and older. Just call 452-6116 to schedule your appointment or stop by Law's Drugstore at 6802 Rogers Avenue behind Outback Steakhouse. Law's Drugstore, open 6 days a week to safely care for you and your family. Call now, 452-6116.
ESPN 95.3. You're listening to Arkansas Game Day live from Walk-On's Fort Smith.
Call them the Omahogs. Yes, sir.
Arkansas Game Day is also brought to you by Harry Robinson Buick GMC and Shelter Insurance Agent Chris Dooley.
This one belongs to the Razorback.
Call or text the program at 877-377-6963. Now, here's Ty Richardson.
We broke the show open with a big news tidbit that Brady Slavens is back in the lineup tonight at first base. Well, I got another one for you. So the Arkansas-Nebraska game was scheduled to be on ESPNU. Well, those you-know-whats from Ole Miss are playing right now, and they're playing Southern Miss. SmackDown and Mace, it is 7-4 in the bottom of the first. Southern Miss still up to bat. Let's go Golden Eagles. Hopefully they get it done tonight. But here's the deal. If you're going to watch it on television and pair it with ESPN Arkansas, hitthatline.com program, if you want to listen to Phil and Bubba, you can always sync up the sound. They're going to have the Arkansas-Nebraska game on ESPN News. So I wanted to update y'all on that as we get going here on Arkansas Game Day live from Walk-On's Fort Smith, 4306 Phoenix Avenue. I think I'm going to walk home with some Cajun Dillas tonight. That's what sounds good to me. Also appreciate Harry Robinson Buick GMC and Shelter Insurance Agent Chris Dooley being a part of our pre- and post-game coverage. And I want to remind everyone, speaking of post-game coverage, we will once again be on tonight, probably on sometime either 11:30 or 12 to either 12:31, depending on how long this Arkansas-Nebraska game lasts. Hopefully it's quick and painless. Arkansas gets it done, but we'll have to wait and see until what happens later tonight. But that will be Mace and myself taking you back from the mobile walk-in studio later tonight. So when you look at this baseball game, Arkansas thoroughly outplayed the Cornhuskers in the first game. Nebraska really didn't walk a lot of batters this season, but Arkansas had a steady eye throughout the game, got a lot of walks throughout, and that's what led to the 5 runs that Arkansas ultimately got, while Nebraska only managed 1. And it was the steadiness of both Patrick Wicklander and Kevin Kopps that was able to get you through tonight. Now, Lyle Lockhart on the mound for the Razorbacks has been inconsistent. We've seen him at his best. We've seen him at his worst. Mace, what kind of performance are you expecting from Lyle Lockhart against Nebraska with a closeout opportunity tonight?
You know, Lyle Lockhart, his past few outings, he's been really impressive for the Hogs, and it's just been so fun to watch him because of the struggles he had earlier on in the year. So as far as this game against Nebraska goes, it's going to be interesting because Nebraska, you know, it's their second game of the day, and they really might have tired themselves out going for 18 runs against NJIT earlier today. So I don't know how much that's going to fatigue them or not, but I think it really falls in the favor of Lyle Lockhart as far as that goes.
Yeah, and then Zach from Paragold texting in, again, if you're just now hopping in to Arkansas Game Day, ESPNU right now is currently airing the Ole Miss Rebels against the Southern Miss Golden Eagles, and it's in the first inning, so it's going to take a while for that game to conclude. They're going to have the ESPN News. ESPN News is going to have Arkansas and Nebraska. Mace, you got a statement in there. Sorry if I talked over you. What were you saying about Ole Miss?
I think they're bringing in their third pitcher the first inning already. So
love hearing that.
It's going to be a tough game for the Ole Miss Rebels tonight.
Yeah, Mike Bianco's probably furious in the dugout that his pitchers can't get it done. But I think Ole Miss is 2-0 in that regional, so even if they lost tonight, they would have a chance tomorrow to respond and rebound against Southern Miss. We'll see what happens. We'll be keeping an eye out on that game later on in the program, as well as update you later tonight on Hog Reaction, which is going to be a fun, hopefully it's a happy Hog Reaction. We can talk about the Super Regional next week. I was texting my buddy who went to Louisiana Tech and who currently has to fight uphill to get past North Carolina State tonight, and then if they win tonight, tomorrow as well, because he would love to see another Arkansas-Louisiana Tech rematch. And I wonder, Mace, you talked about the tiredness earlier of Nebraska. I wonder, will it be a combination of tiredness or momentum that you see from Nebraska tonight? Because when you hit as well as they did today, you wonder if they can take that momentum into this game against Arkansas tonight, or will it be fatigue, will fitness, will all of the words associated that, with the synonyms associated with that, will that be a problem for Nebraska? It's not overly hot in Fayetteville. I don't think it was overly hot today, if I remember it correctly. So I'm just wondering what kind of Nebraska team we see come out of their bullpen, out of their it's not locker room. Why can't it dugout? What out of their dugout tonight, fellas?
Yeah, it's interesting that you say that, because I was thinking earlier, was it straining Nebraska or was it just batting practice? Because the NJIT pitchers, they were hitting maybe 85 max, and they did not have very much stuff because they don't have the pitchers that Arkansas or Nebraska has. So I think also in the field they really didn't strain much either. There wasn't a whole lot coming from the NJIT offense. So the only good thing is that they used some of their pitchers. And so they also used a lot last night against Arkansas, so that's why they're using a dude who's only pitched 6 innings on the year so far.
We're going to have a loaded shows this week with the Morning Rush, Ruskin and Zach in halftime. You'll get a chance to hear from the voice of Razorback Baseball, Phil Elson, coming up on the IMG pregame shortly after our pregame coverage here live from Walk-Ons Fort Smith, as well as halftime throughout the week. Tommy's still going to be on vacation. Clay Henry texted me today that he's going to help out with the show tomorrow and then Tuesday as well, and then he'll also be with us Friday. And it's a loaded show of baseball. Hopefully we'll get some other football conversation to talk about as well. But so many of you have been intrigued by the number one team in college baseball, and for good reason. There has been a level of excitement surrounding this baseball team that I don't know if I've seen even like dating back to 2018, because of how good they've been consistently all season long. If they're able to close out the regional tonight, that's the expectation. And there have been some teams that have had stellar regular season records that have faltered in the past. So you would like, if you're Arkansas, to get past that first hurdle, which is the Fayetteville Regional. And the fans are going to bring it tonight. I don't know if you'll have full capacity tonight on a Sunday night at 8 o'clock, but they'll be loud, they'll be proud, and they will be getting into the psyche of the Nebraska baseball players. What kind of crowd are you expecting tonight, Mace, as we close down shop here on Arkansas Game Day?
You said that it's not going to be sellout, but I don't know, man. Friday at 2 o'clock, there was a sold-out game. So I think that the Arkansas fans planned out this weekend. They knew that the Hogs were going to be playing at 8 o'clock on Sunday night. I think that you're going to see a full Baum-Walker Stadium.
Hey, maybe fans have already taken off tomorrow in accordance with the fact that they're going to stay up late tonight, or maybe they'll just get through it. I know I'm going to have to get through it tomorrow, staying up late tonight, and then getting ready for the morning rush tomorrow. For Mason Choate, I'm Ty Richardson. Great show of Arkansas Game Day live from Walk-On's Fort Smith, also presented by Shelter Insurance Agent Chris Dooley and Harry Robinson Buick GMC. Phil Elson, Bubba Carpenter coming up next.
Today is the day. After countless hours of research, cutting back expenses, and 9 months of anxiously waiting for her, today is the day you finally bring home your new car. It's also the day to protect her with an auto policy from Shelter Insurance. Our policies are competitively priced and include new car replacement coverage if anything were to happen to your new baby.
Call Chris Dooley for a free insurance review. 646-6792.
Harry Robinson Buick GMC wants to buy your vehicle, and they'll pay top dollar today. Pre-owned car values are at an all-time high, and your car is worth more today than it ever will be again. If you are driving a 2013 model or newer with 120,000 miles or less, bring it to Harry Robinson Buick GMC, and they will pay you more for your trade. Even if you don't want to buy a new car, they will still buy yours. Harry Robinson Buick GMC, exit 11 off of I-540 in Fort Smith.
Law's Drugstore in Fort Smith has COVID vaccinations available today for you and your family. Law's Drugstore has the Pfizer vaccine for ages 12 and up and the Johnson & Johnson vaccine for ages 18 and older. Just call 452-6116 to schedule your appointment or stop by Law's Drugstore at 6802 Rogers Avenue behind Outback Steakhouse. Law's Drugstore, open 6 days a week to safely care for you and your family. Call now, 452-6116.
This is Brett Good, former Razorback and Super Bowl champion with the Green Bay Packers. Everyone loves to be on a winning team.